तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है। तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है। मिले न स्वर्ग में वो सुख लुटाने वाला है। तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
Sometimes Maya has its own very beautiful, subtle ways. Oh, it's the same Murli again and again. We have understood once for all, what else to do? Third, we are master creators. Let me churn my own way of learning and giving. What happens? If you don't eat proper food at the right time, and you run and run and run, what happens? You would fall exhausted. This is what is happening sometimes. Secondly, there used to be a question, what is the percentage of your faith? Faith that He Himself is now teaching us. He's the Supreme Teacher, Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, and Supreme Satguru. He Himself is teaching you. If you had that faith, what would happen? You would have unquestionable love for His teachings. Even if the questions are asked, they are asked for learning, understanding in depth.
बन के इस चमन की तुम बाहर हो, मधुबन के इस चमन की तुम बाहर हो।
परम पिता शिव की गली का हार हो, परम पिता शिव की गली का हार हो। Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Simply make good effort. Many children are very good effort makers, but after making some effort, they want their reward here and now. This desire of experiencing all your fruit now will stop you from accumulating. Therefore, finish your desire for any reward and simply make good effort. Instead of the word desire, remember the word good. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today's day 23. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Today's topic: simply make good effort. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti from Shanti Ben. So your mind and heart is in Shanti Ben. Majority of you must have seen on Zoom online what is happening in Shanti Ben. And I did share some things in Hindi, and I know most of you listen to the translation, so I won't go in details. But I feel some of us, Janti Ben, Vedanti Ben, Sudesh Didi, Charlie Bhai, Ram Prakash Bhai came with us. And some of us, we all reached in time. We were able to view for about 10 minutes. Nirvar Bhai decorated with flowers and very big crowd in conference hall. Then it was the big parade and then reached a funeral home. Our own Brahma Kumari's one is called Mukti Dham. So I had never been there, and we went, and so all that was shown in YouTube and screening was there. But the way people were talking about the qualities of Nirvana, amazing, graceful, mercy, a word which they used a lot was really praise of God. They call it Dayalu, very merciful. Anyone who has any difficulty, sorrow, obstacle, he will reach, he will help, whatever way. I myself remember that there was a time I used to come in December, and then I said, I'm not coming, it's very cold. So I went to Nirvana, I said, cold. He said, no, we will give you heater. 30, 40 years was not common to use that much electricity and especially in Pandava. But he did provide. So it's like anyone, for any reason, couldn't get anywhere what they need, and it's necessary, they will go to him, and he will find a way to help you. Generally, it happens, people say, I can't do anything. I don't have that, whatever. But he was very, very kind, compassionate, and love, belonging, bringing everyone to a joyful stage. Lot of qualities which are very human, most required, but considered to be the greatness. So all of us are learning a lot from there. So today's Avyakt signal is that even if you are making good efforts, you must continue, but don't have desire to get the reward here. Like you are a good yogi, you have contentment. And after some time, like you say, oh, I am a soul who has contentment. So you want to see the result. Or even if everyone appreciate or respect you, then automatically carelessness could come. Ego could appear, desire of name and fame. So that is why what Baba is saying, keep making good efforts, but don't have desire for any award at present or fruition. You will receive everything. It is accumulating at the right time. Baba provides us, right? So not to have desire for the award of good effort. So Baba says many children are good effort makers, but after making some effort, they want their reward here and now. I'm such good effort maker, recognition, good facility, right? All that is internal desires. Baba says, this desire of experiencing all your fruit now will stop your efforts accumulating. Therefore, finish your desires. Simply make good efforts. Instead of the word desire, remember desire is ichha. Remember the word acha. It is both ways. And one of the point was you keep saying acha acha, it becomes a desire. And sometimes you have desire, you have to change it to acha. To ichha and acha, two words are being used, and we have to see how do we use them in an appropriate way. So it's a very subtle, not to expect reward of your own efforts now. I did it, so I must be acknowledged. I did it, so they should acknowledge me or praise me. And if my name is not mentioned, why I did so much too. So these subtle things actually is not allowing you to accumulate. Keep stable in your self-respect. Keep glorifying Baba and accumulating all charitable acts. Om Shanti.
Good evening, good morning, Didi.
Good morning, and good evening. Yes.
Yeah. So
It's
what?
only a day, but I completely forgot what is in USA. So I said, how come body is Tuesday here? How come body? This is body's day is Mondays. So there is still Monday, right?
I made the same mistake the last time. Didn't connect that we're behind and you're ahead. But amazing drama that, brought you at exactly the point, because it wasn't your plan to be there so soon, right, in Madhuban?
And it's so interesting that we left in time to reach here. Only one day, like half a day, we were supposed to reach evening, and everything was in the morning. So we changed the flight. Instead of Udaipur, we came by Ahmedabad. Took little effort, but
Okay, I was wondering because I heard somebody saying that you were in Ahmedabad, and I was thinking usually Didi goes through Udaipur. So, yeah, and then no doubt when Gayatri Ben gets back, her story is quite amazing too. Being with him when he.
She was there because
I know.
all the team in hospital also.
But again, you told her she was supposed to be coming back to New York, and she couldn't get the ticket. She was on her way back, and you told her to stay. And then she managed to get to Ahmedabad and was there with you.
Yeah, because she asked me. I said, oh, you should go because you should stay, even if there are our brothers and doctors. But she has so much experience with uncle, and so it's good that she was there. Everyone appreciated and were wondering how she reached so fast, and they were asking me, but why you took time? I said she was already in Delhi.
Yes, in
So she
Delhi.
came.
It's so funny, the fact that I couldn't be there.
I was remembering you.
Yeah, but it was kind of, being so busy with the Shanti Ben program that it was almost like a kind of a protection for me. I didn't have time to be sentimental or think too much. And it was only last night, after everything was over and Shanti Ben had left, that I got to sit down and watch the whole funeral and your being there and going to Mukti Dam and all the rest of it. Yeah, so.
But congratulations for whole program of Shivani. I only was able to watch Panama, and they really did beautifully, even if there is a small group. But one good thing happened this time was cooperation to each other.
Oh, it was wonderful.
That was something in a not only little like Shireen going or sister going, but a whole group of making tolis and helping each other.
Yeah.
So now we know we can do anything anywhere.
Exactly. It was wonderful being with the whole group, and we even look forward to it, being with each other each Saturday. That was a bigger group of all the different places, and then of course other meetings. And so some things, let's see what comes out of it, even in terms of, so as you say, the most important thing was the cooperation. But in terms of the statistics, not just a question of how many were served sitting there in the audience, but the outreach, even like, somebody was telling me that the video from Saturday night had reached, 5,000 people already had viewed it. And there was NBC did a piece on it, CBS in Asheville did a piece. So there was television coverage, and there was all sorts of outreach. And so it'll be interesting to see the end result of all of this. It was very, very interesting, very interesting. And I asked Sister Shivani at one point if, she felt chosen. It's not usually a question I would ask people, but something like that came up. And she said, no, I feel used. And I like that very much, the idea that of being used by God. But anyway, many, many things. And, Baba was talking today about there are very few who know me as I am. And I was wondering for you, the first time you heard that, did you know him as he was? Or would you say that now at this point, you know him better as to what he is?
See, when we hear the word, God is ocean of love, we understand, but like for us or many of us all over the world, when you experience that love of God, then you know exactly how the love for the soul is different than just being loveful. So recognition, when you experience God, and then you inculcate that love in you and you share with others. So what Baba sees as, we were listening just now, that Baba was saying that to be like Baba means there is recognition. Like we are talking about Nirvan Bhai, he was very kind.
Yes.
The words people were using were amazing, even public or some of the VIPs. And of course, our people, whenever you need anything, you just go and knock his door. and he will never disappoint you.
You didn't even have to knock his door. It was always open.
No, what I mean is general saying, knock the door.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that we have to manifest God's qualities. And as much you manifesting, that means that much you have recognition and you also have experience, right? That becomes so natural. God's peace. Now, what is God as ocean of peace? Our peaceful nature will show us how much I recognize ocean of peace. So each quality, how do I manifest, shows how much we have recognized, right? So this is
That's
how I see it, that recognition is, of course, how do you introduce Baba, but introduce God through your life.
yes. Yeah.
That is true recognition.
Right.
And so I think that many qualities we all experience, which we have, are really from Baba, right? From
Mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So, like father shows son, son shows father. So Baba has revealed us, and now we have to reveal Baba. And
Yeah.
that is why every BK, anywhere they are, and when you're telling God is teaching us, they will look at you, look at your life, look at your relationships, right? When he does, we do that, and then it's easy for people to believe that God is teaching you. So it's not the teachings, we are the instruments, and
Yeah.
as instruments we reveal it, reveal Baba. So our recognition and then becoming Bab Saman. And Baba said Bab Saman means all powerful. That means all virtues and all powers of Baba. And that is how recognition is, not just how he looks and
No, it's
the
not
light and all that. It's all the virtues and powers he has, purity he has. Purity where your heart is all the time clean, free from any vice or anything.
so
So
that yeah.
that is recognition.
Mm-hmm. So one thing is your recognition, your experience of the love and the power, the purity, whatever, and then that should, in an almost automatic way, give
Bestow.
recognition to others. Is that one of the things Baba was saying too today was about, he was using this expression, I think, friend, that God's your friend. And so this is one of the things you would have heard over and over about Nirverbai. And in connection with that, his loyalty, right? And I didn't hear anyone mention that his name actually means no enemies, which was very nice.
Yeah.
And then the slogan at the end of today's Murli was, those who have big hearts and are generous hearted are the foundations of unity. And so I think we saw that in him too. And I know it wouldn't be something that, it wouldn't be a question you have, and I just throw it out there in a light way. Is he definitely in the running for one of the 8? And I definitely see through him, the qualities that are necessary in terms of being one of the 8. And that is where you have that perfect combination of male and female, of Lakshmi and Narayan, of the mother and the father. And so he was the administrator, he was he had all of those normally attributed to a male, and yet that compassion and softness, and where everybody had a sense of intimacy with him, that so would you say he's in the running? Because we normally only think of the daddies as being in the running for the 8. What's your thought?
I think that relationship and true love relationships are very beautiful quality. It's not something didn't work out, so I don't have friendship, or,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that he was very, very loving. Not only that, but you could rely on that friendship.
Yes.
You can depend on that friendship. It's generally not very common. And little things can create dispute and conflict and quickly end up breaking the relationship. I remember once we asked Dadi Janki what is important. First, what comes first, service or relationship? She said, if relationships are good, service will be sustained.
Yeah.
If relationships are not good, even service will increase, but it can't be sustained or be free from obstacles. So I think that because he was as a young person with Mama and Baba,
Yes.
and then constantly with Adi Prakashmani, because Adi Prakashmani was actually coordinator of Bombay and
Mm-hmm.
that area, and he took knowledge there. And Adi Prakashmani made, Baba used to make her think unlimited and big, and he became part of that, listening and trying to help or do what Baba will ask Adi Prakashmani to do. Print this, have this, create this project, go and do that. And he will take that initiative and say, Dadi, yes, we will do it together. So that deep connection also with Dadi Prakashmani helped him to know exactly what is required by Yagya. And that was love and relationship, belonging. Even now people are going in the cottage and they still feel that this is our place, that kind of feeling, not that I'm visiting anyone's cottage.
No.
Yesterday, I called two brothers, main ones, those who used to take care of Mohan Bhai and Sham Bhai.
Oh, yes.
They both came, and they were first time I heard Mohan Bhai was talking so much. Generally, I have never heard him say single word. So I thought, because he was expressing how it was and everything. So I told him every day write at least one experience, and then you will be able to share when people come there.
Oh,
So I gave me gift of diary and said, like every day, just write few sentences. And I'm telling everyone, the memorials of our personal experiences with these souls will be enjoyed by those who are coming, new ones. And
That's a beautiful thought for Mohan Bhai. Yeah.
Instead of only giving talks, and we just share the example in a practical way.
Yeah.
So I think there were many, many stories,
So many. My story, it was through him that I got realization through his drishti. My life turned around. And the next time was he came to London in 1982, first trip out of India. And it was the same time that Rick and Sandy had come to Baba. So that was when my drama changed again and I got sent to America. And so the same thing I was thinking when I look back on this program with Shanti Ben, its time was the overall topic. But for me, it won't be the program I remember. It'll be, this was the time that the soul flew away. Yeah. You were talking earlier, Didi, in Hindi, and there's at least 100 people have come on since you were talking in Hindi. And you mentioned what was going to become of Mahadani Bhavan. What is the meaning of Mahadani? Maybe everybody knows, but how did you all arrive at a decision so quickly as to what was going to happen with it?
Yeah, Mahadani is great donor, and it's appropriate name for the place where he lived.
The gully, we called it the gully.
See, because he's very connected with hospital.
Yeah.
So the trustees meeting, and now with new project, a lot of people were coming. So all the meetings happen here. He won't come out. And Dr. Pratap and everyone will go there, and then they will have lunch. And So whole thing was that all that activity which was happening, where will it happen now? So they decided that that living room and kitchen and that part will function as it is. And then the room he was living in is quite big when they remove furniture and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bhogi's offer. Today at 12, I will be going to offer.
Oh,
And
and his what was his bedroom, you mean?
yeah, it's not, now it is an open space.
Right, okay.
I haven't gone, but they say it's quite big
Yeah,
size.
it's big.
Because they were thinking that his love was for the hospital activities. And if they continue meeting there, he will be placed. If nothing happens, they just keep it for darshan, whole place.
Oh,
It won't be useful. And his family, lot of members came.
yes,
So
I saw that.
uh,
His nephew.
Mohan Bhai said that 40 people ate food there. And there is one Mataji, she may keep making roti, even
Yeah.
for 40 people.
I saw her at the.
So, yeah, so it's very interesting to see most of the dadis, they are only, their cottages are more for people to go sit in meditation.
But
It's
this was
only,
active.
yeah. But
Nice.
Jayanti Ben, when Jayanti Ben is in the Janki's cottage,
Mm.
and of course she used that. But mostly people go to spend time with Dadi. But this place will be like a new kind of
Very
good
nice.
example. I think it will be used in a
So
his
who
office.
decided it? Who made that decision? Was it a group of
I
you or?
No, I haven't been part of that. But Dr. Pratap, Muni Ben, Shashi Ben,
Mm.
they are the main people who were very closely taking
Yes, yeah.
him or working with him. Muni Ben is very involved. Shashi Ben and Dr. Pratap, plus the brothers there. So they all must have sat and decided that. And they told me, and I thought it's a very good idea.
And the
Because
other,
Dr. Pratap said,
yeah.
where will we go? Because we always, every day came here, every day consulted him. And maybe he will still keep guiding us if we are there.
Yeah. And the other place he had great love for and is a nice place for reflection was his little garden. You know, he had great love for nature, and even though he was so busy, he'd always, and that's classic with all of you, so busy, but you all look like as if you have nothing to do. And so he would be commenting on the birds and the flowers and the
No, but he has that little garden next
Yeah, that's
to
what
him.
I'm saying.
He went for
Yeah,
walking.
yeah, and that even just for us to go and sit there as well. We used to have many meetings with him in the garden when the weather was too hot. Yeah,
They have mangoes there and some other fruits.
yeah.
Little mangoes come.
And so, how is Mohan Bhai?
Yesterday he was okay, very good, and because they think first what they will do, but
Yeah.
they feel that they will be more busy than before.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, people just think whether that should have happened or not. Even we know drama, but he was very positive, and he was very much into that. That was important for him. Even he said he was holding hands and saying, "Please don't take me to Ahmedabad. I am not going anywhere."
Yeah.
But he was so weak and he couldn't breathe very comfortably. So they also didn't feel fair to leave him like that.
Yeah.
Gradually, anyway, because lungs, when heart doesn't function, then lungs doesn't
Good.
function. It
Yeah.
becomes very risky, And then kidneys were getting
Right.
affected. So I think that it's ultimately they had to decide to take him. And even for surgery, he accepted and he said, even like we knew it's a kind of major surgery and
Yeah.
could be risk. But he did so well for 2, 3 days after
Exactly.
surgery.
Yeah.
But then Shashi Ben brought this message that Baba invited him. So he had to go. Even he keeps saying, I don't want to go. I'm not going.
He hadn't finished his work, right? Are you saying that he accepted the invitation to go to Ahmedabad or
Yeah,
leave the body?
because then he told Dr. Pratap, you have knee problem. So we both go, we both will get treatment together. So we will be there. But interesting one thing is about his Mansa Seva. He said every morning he wakes up and he gives Sakash to all seniors. So he told me I sent Sakash to you too. And then he said yesterday, one by that Vardhani Bhavan, no, the new building is coming up.
Yeah.
And he was very involved to see that all seniors from India get little comfortable room. They could meet people or every little one, a little kitchenette there. So he said 10 minutes on wheelchair every day. He will go in front of building and give the rishti and then give toli to all the workers because we have given contract to outside company, not only our brothers. And then he will, once in a week, he will Brahma Bhojan to all the workers. So he said, nobody really will go give drishti to a building for 10 minutes. Every day, they said he did that. He didn't finish, so he couldn't really see them staying there. But that's the dedication, Mansa Seva.
Right.
Brijwan Bhai also shared that he used to do a lot of Mansa Seva. So I think it was a good example for everyone.
His caring, you know, as you mentioned, his kindness. Yeah. Anyway, it was an honor to know him. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Didi. That was nice. It brought me there. When you offer tomorrow, will you bring, or today with you, will you bring a message or not?
Let's see.
All right, okay. Let's see if we can see. I hope Bhumi says he might allow us to participate.
When we were coming, Ram Prakash said, oh, I want to go.
Yeah.
Luckily, he got the ticket, but he's also leaving now to come back to New York because he left some projects and he did whatever he wanted to be present. So he's sharing few words with us now.
Okay.
Ram Prakash. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti. I have to give so many thanks to Didi Mohini. As soon as I came to know that Nirvair Bhai will not be with us on the physical, within a couple of hours, I made a phone call to her. I said, I want to go. She said, okay, go ahead. You can go. So I traveled with her up to Delhi. And then she also told me, we will reach there late, but you should take the flight to Ahmedabad so that you could be there ahead of time. So now I feel that it was so good. I reached Ahmedabad and then I took the car and I reached there 11:45. And I just left all the luggage and all that. I went to conference hall and I said, I have to be with, and they said that body is over there and give homage to him. So I went over there, put a garland around, and then I sat on the stage. They asked me to sit on the sofa in the middle. And I started to think of all the experiences I had. I met him 50 years ago when I first came to Madhuban. And I remember that how he explained drama to me. And then later stage, what I found about him was he was such a visionary. So there was many times big gap between what he used to think and what other people will think. And this is how Dadi Prakash Mani's vision and his following it up on that. I saw it so many times. And whenever he came to America, I will take him around. He even stayed with me a couple of times. So I was remembering all those memories. And to my surprise, I sat there 11:45 and I left that chair 3:45 or right near 4 o'clock. 4 hours without blinking my eyes. I sat there. And one thing I have to say, Didi Mohini had told me many, many times, sit like this and not even take any support. That's what I did. I sat down like this 4 hours. That's like I was able to do that. That gave me such a kind of feelings of that silent appreciation of him. So I'm very thankful. And now I am going today. So it will be less than 3 days stay for me. But I think I am totally full with a lot of good experiences and memories. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Body Ben. Thank you, Ram Prakash Bhai. So now we'll remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi. Tomorrow is Tuesdays. We'll follow our regular schedule from Amritwela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 6 p.m. we will have Avyakt Mali revision, and then we'll start our Yopati Hindi series and English series. Shanti, now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
चमकते सितारे तन से है न्यारे, पिता शिव के प्यारे, ये सुख शांति का द्वार मंगल दिखा गए। खोया खजाना वो फिर से दिला दे।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.